Thank you for joining me today. It's really it's a pleasure to meet you digitally.
Yes, absolutely. You as well. Big fan.
Awesome, awesome. So before we get into the open, which is what we really want to talk about, I'm really interested to hear a little bit more about the gym. Tell me kind of how long you guys have been around and what I would see if I walked through your doors.
Okay. Well, it's changed dramatically in the past few months, so I'll kind of take it back several years. I was in the personal training business. I had a training and nutrition company. I kind of did that out of college, started when I was 21 years old, um, and did that for about 5 years. I had my own company, and then I'd heard about CrossFit, knew about it, but kind of just was like, whatever. What I'm doing is the best.
Right.
I don't need any of that. And my wife and I got married. I'm really fast forwarding it, but trying to
That's
keep
okay.
it brief. Got married. My wife and I spent all of our wedding money on a garage gym because she was in fitness and I was in fitness, and so we tried it one day in our
Priorities.
garage.
Priorities.
Uh,
There's good
yeah,
priorities. I like it.
priorities.
Yeah.
Exactly. No backyard, but we had a garage gym, so it was perfect. So we just tried to work out one day in our garage, and this was 2011, and it was like, oh crap, I'm not fit. All right,
Yeah.
I'm exposed. I'll give it a go, and I really just fell in love right away. I kind of just transitioned all my clients into CrossFit methodology. Took my level one. It was like Kalipa and Katie Hogan and Joe. I don't know if Joe's still around, but
Yeah.
he was kind of the flow master, and I never looked back. So that was 2011. We affiliated in 2012 in our garage and started CrossFit Blade in our garage. And I stopped selling personal training at that point and drove around my neighborhood and around North Phoenix looking for a place to open my gym. And so that went on for about 6 months, and I found a place finally. My wife and I went on our honeymoon, or our 1 year anniversary, and we got a call that we got the place, 1,300 square feet, warehouse. Yes, we're doing it. We got it. I had a squat rack, and I made an order of wall balls and a few jump ropes, and that was about. And I got my rubber floor.
And how
And
many
so
people?
I'd raised some, huh?
And how many people would it be there at this point? How many clients?
Well, I had 60 personal training clients,
Wow.
and of those, 40 came with me.
Great.
So I was super blessed,
Yeah.
that I was able to open my doors with clients.
Sure.
And so they did like my first honing school is what we call it, because we're CrossFit Blade. Honing sharpens us,
Yeah.
stone sharpening a blade. So we call it our honing school, and did that first one with about 40 people. And so it's a funny story. I had about $12,000 that I'd raised to start this gym, and I get a mural done. And it's one of my wife's friends from high school, and he's doing this mural, and it looks phenomenal. And I'm like, Daniel, how much is this going to cost? And he says, it's about 1,000. And I said,
Nice.
oh, no, stop. At this point, I don't have a floor. I've got one squat rack. I'm spending 10% of my budget on this mural. So a year later, we expanded. And then a year later, we built another location about 8 miles away in North Phoenix, further up north. A year after that, we expanded that north location. And then this past year, we were actually able to buy an acre of land across the street from our old gym and build it up from the ground up into about a 12,000 square foot facility now. Dream come true,
Yeah.
beautiful place. And, you couldn't write it any better, but, there's been ups and downs and relationships and, the struggle. My wife and I had one car. We'd walk to the gym for months, and I mean, we've been through it, but through an awesome community and taking care of people, we've been able to do this. So
You started.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, wow. That's a perfect example of the best way to go about it. Right. Start in the garage, and little by little you forged your way. And congratulations. So now you literally built the building to spec, like basically what you wanted for a CrossFit gym.
Yeah, we built our lobby, which I'm in right now, and we have 7,600 square feet of floor space, which we wanted to keep it intimate. So we've got about 4,500 square feet that we use for CrossFit, and then a turf area divides, and then we've got 9 Olympic lifting platforms, and then kind of like a personal training all of our new members get one-on-one sessions, so our new members can do one-on-one, and then we've got an outdoor area out back with a rig and everything. So,
I cannot wait to come and see it, man. It sounds like an amazing space. So you mentioned just sort of like we brushed on it. I'd like to touch on a little bit deeper. You mentioned that your community, and I'd love to know, like, what's the major composition? What does your community look like? Are these a bunch of fire breathers? Are they mostly people who are just in here just kind of putting one foot in front of the other trying to get fit?
It's funny. Our two gyms are 8 miles apart, but they're completely different. And we're all in North Phoenix. When you talk about Phoenix, 5 million people, it's so funny how 8 miles can separate two demographics. But our main gym, which is our big one that we just built, is a little bit younger as far as the two, but no, not made up of fire breathers. We do have a regional team, and my wife's top 5 in the region every year.
Wow.
But we're a soccer mom, 9-to-5ers. We've got a lot of entrepreneurs, but we're way further. We're 70-30 women. So
wow.
A lot of female members. If you come to our 8:30 a.m. class, there's 18 women and 1 guy.
Wow.
And that's kind of with both locations. So we're definitely female dominated, which is great. My wife is a partner of mine. I have another female partner, and we love it that way. But yeah, definitely female dominated.
Interesting. That's really interesting. Now, obviously, the impetus for this call and there's the follow-ups will come because your business sounds so amazing, your community sounds so amazing. But the reason I called today was you guys have this overwhelming participation in the Open. So last year, 162 people, which again, like I've said this to a few people, that would be a great gym membership. How many members do you guys actually have?
Rory, my wife is right here, babe. I think we're around 330. Oh, my other partner came through 330. Okay. Yeah. Total membership. So, but it feels like 130. I know the kids' names. I know what they do for a living. We're still heavily involved in their lives.
Right on.
So that sounds like a big number, but we've made it a point to keep it small and to feel small. So. Yeah,
that's super important, and obviously that comes from you guys and your personal relationships. And it's not easy to do, but clearly the size of your business is an indication that you're doing things right. But so if it's in the 300s,
but I think that's both gyms.
Yes.
So our 162 participation was just from one gym, which the membership's in the low 200s there. So that's 162 out of low 200s, and I think our total with our North gym is 330. So
okay, and so the other gym would have had, and the other gym would have been participating in the Open as well.
On their own team, and we had a high number there as well. So
no way. Okay,
that
cool.
was CrossFit Blade North, and I believe they were in the 70s or 80s in the low 100s. So
wow. Okay, so really the purpose of this is to hopefully help other affiliate members. And in fact, there was a young lady who reached out to me on Instagram and said, hey, I own a CrossFit gym. She's from Alaska. And she's like, any suggestions on how I could increase participation in the Open amongst my membership? So I thought I'd go to the people who are the best and the brightest at doing that. So can you tell me how you engender participation? How do you get people excited about the Open?
Okay, so we do an Intramural Open, and we have teams and jerseys. Nice. And a draft that we hold at my wife and I's house with team captains, and so that's how we do it. But it really comes down to every day in class talking about it. I put out videos to my membership on our members page. We have testimonials from past members that weren't sure about doing the Open, did it their first year, had so much success they never thought possible, and then they tell the next new person, hey, you got to do this. This is what I did. We post videos of those first-time members on the member page, and we just make it a point every day or every other day, weekly, building up that, hey, this is what we're doing. We're doing it as a gym. You're going to do the workouts on Friday anyways. Let's get signed up, and it's just touching on it every other day, putting videos out, getting testimonials out there, and making a big deal out of it. Yeah. So that's kind of how it's happened. In 2012, it was, hey, you're doing the Open. We got, there's 30 of us. Let's do it. And then it's kind of, as the community grows, it gets You have to be a lot more adamant and diligent about your preparation, which I have an amazing wife and my other partner that they're phenomenal. I'm a trainer,
Yeah.
I write workouts and coach people, they do all the awesome planning and charting and
Right.
organization of teams and all that stuff. Rory, I couldn't tell you how many hours they spend really for no financial payoff. This is all community payoff. This is building community wealth, that is going to sustain us for years and years, because people have these memories, these feelings that they get from having 160 people throwing down together and having this awesome event. So
yeah, they that was an old Glassman quote, was that they come for the fitness and they stay for the community.
Absolutely.
And the coolest workout in the world is not going to keep people coming back. It's going to be suffering through it with others and having a good time. Let's talk logistics. So I heard you mention Friday. Is Friday the big day? And if so, how do you extend the opportunity to do the Open to people who can't make it on that Friday?
Okay, so Thursday night we kind of have a little get together party. People come in, and then my wife and I and a few of our other regional level athletes do the workout Thursday night. As soon as it comes out, we have a whole crew that comes in and sets up. They get everything done, so we don't have to worry about a thing. They get it all set up, lanes, measurements, everything. And we do the workout, and everyone, people bring in beers and they bring in their kids and they're watching it.
How badly do you beat me and Boz?
Rory, I'm a 5'7" Irish guy that works really hard. I make our regional team. I finish, top 60 in the region.
Okay.
My wife destroys you. She's finished third in the Southwest the past couple of years. So she makes us all look bad.
Yeah.
And no one can keep up with her. But you guys
gotta have a rabbit to chase. So
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, everyone watches the event Thursday, and that's a lot of fun. And we can kind of now get it out of the way so that Friday morning we're in the gym 4:30 in the morning setting up, and we can focus on our members, running heats, 30 people coming in at a time. And we're not thinking about the workout. We've got it done. Our first time, she only does them once. I have to do them at least twice.
Right.
And so we can focus on our members, get them set up, give them the experience. So that's another reason for doing it Thursday night. And then, if they can't come in Friday, which we have heats all day, we do another all morning thing on Sunday. So it's starting at like 10 o'clock in the morning on Sunday till about 1 o'clock. People come in, we have heat, same thing. People bring in food and beer, and they watch and, just have a great time.
Yeah.
So Friday, Sunday.
Okay, Friday and Sunday, cool. So and then paint a bit better picture of the barbecues and people bringing in beer and stuff. Like how many spectators might you have on a weekend?
Well, it's participants turn into spectators, because most of them are doing the Open. We have very few people that are spectating that aren't doing the Open. And then if there are people that for some reason, you know how it is, someone might have a nagging shoulder or something, and they've done the Open 3 times. They don't want to be disappointed. They just don't participate this year. They're judging.
Yeah.
They're doing their judges course, and we're getting them involved, some way. They're going to be an all-time judge or equipment set up. So that most of the people are participants in some form into spectators.
Yeah.
So they'll do the workout, crack open the cold one. There'll be 30, 40 people watching. Thursday night, probably 50, 60 sometimes coming in to watch, including kids and stuff like that. And then, Sunday, same thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me an honest answer on this one. Do you guys find that you'll have a lot of people who do it one year and then not want to participate the next year?
No.
Okay.
No.
Just straight up no, just because you guys make it too fun?
Yeah, it's an experience.
Yeah.
And again, if there is a situation, it's because of it's really small, 2 or 3 people I'm talking about that might happen with.
Yeah.
And for good reason, and we support that 100%. We don't force anybody to do, it's not do it or get out of here.
Of course.
By the end of, but when they're clicking to sign up, they want to sign up. They're motivated. They're ready to rock, know. So, very few people would. I don't think I've ever had anyone that said, I did the Open last year, had the time of my life, did things I never thought possible, but I'm not going to do it this year. We've never come across that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Give me one or two of those stories. So, like, what are the breakthroughs? And you can use names or not use names, or just yeah, I'm interested.
Yeah,
I always love like the feel good stories.
My girl Meredith, she's her husband was probably a year and a half, 2 years before she came in. Had never really worked out. 70 pounds overweight. 50 to yeah, I think she's down over 50 pounds now. But kind of just pastor's wife, real timid, 30 people yelling and drinking beer and doing the whole thing in front of her. But she gets in that first open and she's throwing the barbell down. What workout was that? It was the squat cleans, 16-2.
Okay.
Yeah, scaled version of 16-2. The squat clean workout. I had to do that workout 4 times.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, anyways, she's throwing the barbell down. Just this, you can in 10 minutes you see her life change. And she's now from that point down over 30 probably more pounds. She's a master competitor. She's coming in early Sunday morning. She's ripped up. She's squatting 250. Like amazing dramatic change from that first time getting to feel a little bit of something inside of her that she never knew was there. She never knew it was there until she got to pick up that heavy barbell and then throw it down repeatedly, and people are cracking up and just witnessing this miracle.
Yeah. Now, I could preach to the choir all day long, but I want you to answer this question. If these are workouts that are put out there anyways, what's the point of paying $20 and doing the open when I could just do the open for free?
Right. Getting getting your profile, getting to see what everyone else is doing. You have a cousin in Ohio, or your brother. My brother is in New Haven, Connecticut. And goes to CrossFit New Haven. So how else? I mean, he's an architect and works 12 hours a day. We're not competing against each other, but I want to check up on him.
Yeah.
And see how he's doing. I get to see whether he's telling me the truth or not, or whatever that might be. So it's the online experience for sure. And I think that if anyone does have an issue with that $20, they're probably not paying me $165 a month, or whatever, whatever it is. And if it is a financial thing, then we'll support that and help them out, So it's the experience. And we wouldn't, if you guys weren't putting on the open, there's no way that, we'd have the draw of the team and my wife being so highly competitive. If the CrossFit Games wasn't there, what would we be doing? Right. I mean, our whole year revolves around this, So
it's like, it is like New Year's for CrossFit. For someone who's not necessarily competing at the CrossFit Games, it's definitely New Year's. Okay, so how about advice for someone, maybe a young affiliate who hasn't done the open, they're considering doing it, somebody who had trouble logistically with the open and they're thinking about not doing it again. Any advice that you wish somebody would have given you now that you've got experience on your side?
Be prepared. If the workout gets released Thursday night, you're watching that, and Thursday night you're printing out sheets, you're setting up, you're laying lanes, and you're taking care of the hour of work that has to take place before your 5 a.m. So just like anything in life, you got to be prepared. If you don't watch the workout Thursday night and then you look at it Friday morning and you saunter to the gym 10 minutes before you open up, that you can't do that. That's not going to work. You got to be prepared Thursday night. You got to do everything logistically out of the way so you can sleep good, wake up, get to the gym early, fired up. Your members are walking in. You're giving them a clap. They're nervous. They're about to throw up. They don't want to see that you're not prepared. So being prepared for anything that you're doing in this business is going to help you out. So,
and that means going through all the steps now too of becoming a registered affiliate, taking the judges course, making sure that your coaches take the judges course, and all the kind of the minutia that I find that a lot of people will get into week one and they'll be like, oh wait, I didn't know that I had to do that. I just signed up.
Mm-hmm. See what? Yeah, and that, I didn't even mention that. Plenty of people that are on the judges course. If you have 5 or 6 people that need to be judged from the judge. You can't have one and then, one judge that has passed the judges course and you need 5 people. Very few gyms are in that position. But if you were, making sure that anyone with the level 1 is doing the judges course and, even if they don't have a level 1, they should do the judges course. It's a good learning experience.
No doubt. Your favorite open workout of all time? For any reason, performance or programming or
probably 16.4. There was a repeat last year with the handstand push-ups.
Yep.
Either that one or let's see, the row wall ball.
Oh yeah, yep. Not my favorite.
You hate that workout, probably. I know. Yeah. Even though the row and the wall ball, it doesn't matter.
Wait, you know what?
Phenomenal at the row and the wall ball, and then the whole workout's for naught at those handstand
That's right.
push-ups. Yeah. And then the power clean handstand push-up from I think 2014, the 185 power clean handstand push-up ladder.
I did love that one.
Yeah,
I did love that one.
A really fun workout. If there's handstand push-ups this year, I hope they're strict.
Yeah.
Again, that's my jam.
Yeah. So I can see that me and you would not get along in the gym.
Yeah. Exactly. But I think the one I did 4 times, that was my least favorite, but I end up liking them all in some form. If you can appreciate that.
Yeah.
You like them all.
Absolutely.
In some form. Yeah.
All right. Let me say hi to wifey real quick.
Okay.
Come on over. Come around.
Oh.
Why are you hiding back? Why are you hiding back there? Come on.
Hey, Rory.
Hey, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. I just had to pull you in here real quick because apparently you're the badass of the family in the gym.
Yeah. Yeah. She's the most humble human being on the planet, though. She'll never tell you.
I love it. It's the best kind. So give me just tell me your favorite time or your favorite thing about this time of year.
I love having everyone get together. So one thing Chris didn't mention is when we do our Intramural Open, we don't just do the points based off who wins. We kind of do like who gets there first. And so I'll declare based on the workout what a first counts for. And so a lot of people might get their first, power clean at 125 or their first handstand push-up or maybe their first jumping pull-up. And so that's really cool. We added a new component this year of volunteer points. So each week we'll have a volunteer opportunity in the team that either brings the most, if we're doing like a food drive, a clothing drive. We're going out and doing a food drive where we like fill boxes and you can see who has the most food that's in the boxes. So
cool.
Being able to see our members do all of that and then come
Fittest
in.
Team, Fittest Master.
Yeah, we have all the points so that there's no one that will say, well, I won't get my team points. I shouldn't be on a team. Those are the ones that are actually recruited the most because they get the most points. So
That's
it
cool.
makes it fun because the athletes that may think that they're overlooked or maybe aren't, good enough or whatever their thought process is, the way that we try to do it is to make sure that they can shine and that they get an opportunity to feel, what it feels like for us because they support us and our communities, I'm biased, is the best out there. They love on our competitors. They support us. They're at every event that you can think of. And so it's cool for us to be able to give that to them and them experience what that's like. And I mean, I just love our people. So if I can do anything to make them happy, then that's what we're going to do. And so that's why I like the Open. It's stressful, because it's a lot of organization, but I have a lot of help, thankfully. Yeah. Again, our members are great. So, it's stressful, but Chris said, be prepared. And that's what we're doing. That's what I was doing right now is just prepping for what's to come in the next 5 weeks. And we want to make sure it's fun every single week.
That is such a fantastic thought to make sure you shine the spotlight back on them. I'm supposed to keep these to 10 minutes. We're already at 30 minutes, but just one more question. Since it sounds like you are the kind of logistics or one of the folks behind the scenes who are helping line this thing up. So what are you doing right now? It's what is it, January 29th today. And so we're almost a month out from competition. So what are you doing now to prepare for the Open?
Right. So what we have is our draft date is this Friday. So our members have until Wednesday at noon to sign up for the Open. That way the captains can get together and start drafting their teams because it's hard when they sign up last minute and then we have to place people on teams. So they have to sign up by Wednesday. Now,
we'll let them in.
Yeah, if
they
someone
will be drafted.
Right. If someone signs up late, we'll make sure they get on a team. But
after 7 minutes of burpees, you'll let them in.
Exactly. Yeah. So
so we'll have the draft on Friday, and what I've done is, like, we basically have our rule sheet. The athletes know we have a spirit week each week, so the athletes know how to prepare for the spirit week ahead of time. So they know they have a section of the gym that they can decorate. They can decorate themselves. Our partner Tara, who's actually the heart of our logistics of everything, she's got our shirt orders ready, and then we have the 5 weeks where each captain is in charge of their team. And so they are the ones that are going to make sure the people that, can get a first, they're there cheering them on, getting them the first. At this point, I don't really do much. We have a spreadsheet that, again, one of our members has created a spreadsheet to keep track of the points. So all I do is make sure that I add up the points at the end. I keep track. We do a weekly newsletter to let them know who's in the lead.
Cool.
We take a lot of pictures. So all the back office is done. We already sent it out last week. So there's really not much for me to do at this point except encourage people to sign up.
Nice. Man, it sounds like it is really, really fun at your gym. And I hope
we'd love to have you come check it out one of these days.
I promise that I will certainly come check it out, and I hope that we can bring the whole crew there one day as well. So
yeah, that'd be great.
Chris, get back in here, both you guys together. I just want to say just thank you guys so much for your time, and good luck with the Open, and hopefully we'll be talking to you guys soon.
Thanks, Rory.
Take care.